politics and business. They might seem like different worlds, but they're more like two peas in a pod. One influences the other, for better or worse. Ever wondered why companies care about who's running the country? Or how government decisions affect your favorite brands? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the tangled web of politics and business. We'll expose the tricks of the trade, lobbying, public relations, and the never-ending quest for profit. We'll also explore how businesses try to look good while doing business, all while navigating the choppy waters of political storms. Get ready for a wild ride. Imagine a football game with no referees. Chaos, right? Players would be running wild, fouls would go unnoticed, and the game would quickly descend into anarchy. That's what the business world would be like without government regulation. Companies would operate without oversight, leading to unfair practices and potential exploitation. Governments set the rules of the game, ensuring everyone plays fair-ish. They create a level playing field where businesses can compete without resorting to unethical tactics. Think of it like this. Labor laws prevent companies from treating workers like, well, slaves. These laws ensure fair wages, reasonable working hours, and safe working conditions. Environmental regulations stop factories from turning our planet into a toxic wasteland. They limit pollution, protect natural resources, and promote sustainable practices. And then there are taxes, the government's way of collecting its share to fund public services, hopefully. Taxes pay for schools, roads, healthcare, and other essential services that benefit society. These regulations affect everything from hiring practices to product safety. They ensure that products are safe for consumers and that hiring processes are fair and non-discriminatory. Businesses that don't comply face hefty fines or even shutdowns. This enforcement ensures that companies adhere to the rules and maintain ethical standards. The government, it's not always fun, but it's usually necessary. Without it, the business world would be a much more chaotic and unfair place. Ever heard of fiscal or monetary policy? Don't worry, it's less complicated than it sounds. Basically, it's the government messing with the money supply to keep the economy humming. Think of it like adjusting the thermostat of a giant money-making machine. Governments can lower interest rates to encourage borrowing and spending, boosting business. Or they can raise interest rates to combat inflation, which can slow down business growth. It's a delicate balancing act, and businesses are constantly watching the government's every move. Lobbying. It's the art of convincing politicians to see things your way, usually with the help of generous campaign donations. Companies hire professional influencers, also known as lobbyists, to schmooze with lawmakers and push for favourable policies. Think of it like whispering sweet nothings into the ears of power. But instead of sweet nothings, it's usually requests for tax breaks or deregulation. Sometimes, entire industries band together to form powerful lobbying groups because there's strength in numbers and money. Is it ethical? Debatable? Is it legal? Surprisingly, yes. Is it effective? You bet your bottom dollar it is. Section 5. Looking good, doing good. Public relations and political posturing. In the age of social media, reputation is everything. Companies spend millions crafting their public image, trying to align themselves with popular political causes. They donate to charities, launch eco-friendly initiatives, and issue carefully worded statements on social justice issues. But here's the catch. Is it genuine concern or strategic maneuvering? Are they truly committed to these causes, or are they just trying to win over consumers and avoid bad press? Sometimes it's hard to tell, but one thing's for sure. In the court of public opinion, perception is reality. Section 6. Risky business, political stability and market jitters. Imagine building a factory in a country where the government changes every other week. Not exactly reassuring for business, right? Political instability can send shockwaves through the global market, making investors jittery and businesses hesitant to invest. On the flip side, political stability can create a predictable and attractive environment for businesses to thrive. That's why companies carefully assess political risk before making major decisions, like expanding into new markets or building factories abroad. Because when it comes to politics and business, uncertainty is the enemy of profit. Section 7. Shaking hands, making deals. How business mingles with politics. Business leaders and politicians, they're like two sides of the same coin, constantly bumping into each other at fancy dinners and exclusive conferences. Businesses donate to political campaigns, hoping to curry favour with the winning side. They host fundraisers offering access to their deep pockets in exchange for a friendly ear, and sometimes they even jump ship themselves, with business tycoons becoming politicians and vice versa. It's a revolving door of influence where money and power intertwine in a complex dance. Section 8. Do-gooders or image polishers. Corporate social responsibility and politics. Remember those eco-friendly initiatives and charitable donations we talked about? Well, that's part of corporate social responsibility, or CSR, where businesses try to be good corporate citizens by addressing social and environmental issues. They might support local communities, promote fair labour practices, or reduce their carbon footprint. These efforts can range from small-scale projects like local cleanups to large-scale initiatives like investing in renewable energy. But here's the million-dollar question. Are they doing it out of the goodness of their hearts or because it makes good business sense? CSR can boost a company's image, attract customers, and even improve employee morale. It can also lead to financial benefits such as tax breaks and increased investor interest. Moreover, CSR can influence government policy, creating a favourable business environment. It's a win-win situation, as long as it's done with genuine intentions and not just for show. Authentic CSR efforts can lead to long-term benefits for both the company and the community. So the next time you see a company promoting its CSR activities, ask yourself, is it a true commitment to social good or just a strategic move to polish their image? Section 9. Winning hearts and minds, public advocacy and strategic alliances. Sometimes businesses don't just want to influence politicians, they want to win over the public. They launch sophisticated public relations campaigns, using social media advertising and even celebrity endorsements to shape public opinion on issues that affect their bottom line. They might also form strategic alliances with NGOs or advocacy groups, lending their resources and platform to amplify their message. It's all about building coalitions, swaying public opinion, and ultimately influencing the political landscape to their advantage. The good, the bad, and the ugly of politics and business. The relationship between politics and business is complicated, like a messy divorce where both parties are still sleeping together. It's a dance of power and influence, where each side tries to gain the upper hand while maintaining a facade of cooperation. On the one hand, it can be a powerful engine for economic growth, job creation, and social progress. When businesses and governments work together effectively, they can create opportunities that lift entire communities out of poverty and drive innovation. Businesses thrive in stable political environments, and governments rely on businesses to generate wealth and employment. This symbiotic relationship can lead to a thriving economy where everyone benefits, from the largest corporations to the smallest local businesses. But on the other hand, this cozy relationship can also lead to corruption, inequality, and a system that favours the wealthy and powerful at the expense of ordinary citizens. When the lines between business and politics blur too much, it can result in policies that benefit a select few while leaving the majority struggling. It's a delicate balance, and finding the right equilibrium is crucial for a fair and prosperous society. Ensuring transparency, accountability, and fairness in this relationship is essential to prevent abuses of power and to create a system that works for everyone, not just the privileged few. Section 11. Playing nice strategies for a winning partnership. So, how can businesses and governments work together effectively without succumbing to the dark side? Transparency is key. Lobbying should be open and accountable, with all donations and meetings disclosed to the public. Businesses should prioritize ethical behavior even when it cuts into their profits. And governments should create a level playing field, ensuring that regulations apply equally to all players, big or small. Section 12, the bottom line, it's all connected. From the products we buy to the jobs we hold, politics and business are deeply intertwined, shaping our world in profound ways. Understanding this complex relationship is crucial for navigating the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. Because in the end, it's not just about profits or policies. It's about creating a just and sustainable future for all.